We're live. Okay, perfect. Hello, everyone. This is Luis Avalos, your favorite San Diego realtor from CaliBearHomes.com and Big Block Realty. Here to answer all your questions when it comes to real estate and your real estate needs. So I put a post just yesterday asking if anybody had any questions for the Sunday Fun Day, and then I was going to answer them. Obviously, I'm answering them today. We only had one question out, but in case anybody who's watching this, feel free to put in the comments there on the side. If you have any questions right now, if you're watching live, or if you just want to write in the comment. I love reading a couple comments while I'm answering the question. So this might be a short video since we only have the one question. This question came from Craig Stevens, and Craig's asking, why don't agents encourage repairs to be done before an appraiser or inspector gets there, so gets to the home, rather than after, where a contractor is advised double the cost of a competent handyman? So I'm hoping that this is really just a, for FYI type of question, Craig, because it sounds to me like it's a bad situation, and I'm hoping you're not in escrow dealing with this situation. But ultimately, all agents should. I cannot tell you or stress enough that that's what we do in our practices as competent and intelligent real estate agents. All agents should advise you, and I don't say kind of like force you to, but really push for it, because ultimately experience shows us that once we get into escrow, once you get that offer from a buyer, if you don't know what problems your house has, a competent inspector from the buyer's side is going to find it. And the situation will be exactly as you noted, is rather than you being able to do the repairs or having the time to hire a handyman who can get it done quick and get it done right, now you're in contract. Now they hired an inspector. They're finding something that happened. The house has a situation, maybe a leak, maybe roof issues. And because you're in such small time constraint, contractors, they work by time, they work by schedule. And if it's small time constraint, that they could probably and very likely charge you that premium to get the property repaired. So if that's the situation that you're in, I'm sorry, it's a really, really bad situation. That's exactly what Cody Froster said. It's a pre-listing inspections. It's a great idea. It should be done, and that's when most agents should advise. A good, competent, experienced listing agent will always advise you to do a pre-inspection, because you want to know what the issues are before they come in and they're able to negotiate the price down in escrow. So one of the experiences that this happened even to me is the property that we sold just recently on Auburndale here in Claremont. We listed it at $650. And we had done a pre-inspection report. We found out that there's foundation issues on the property. We found out there were some soft spots here and there. And so my client didn't want to do any repairs. So because we did the pre-inspection report, we priced it properly. And on top of that, we were able to disclose that ahead of time so that the people who were interested in putting an offer to the property knew what they were getting themselves into. That way, once we are in escrow, there's no other negotiation. They brought in their inspectors. They knew exactly where to look. They wanted to try to ding us in little tiny things that were really irrelevant, but the big thing was already taken care of. So we had listed at $650. We ended up getting a $680 price. We didn't do any moves from there. It was they had accepted it as is, and so that's really what happens when you have a competent real estate agent managing your estate and listing the property correctly. And we do the pre-inspection reports. We already know what's wrong with the property. We disclose that ahead of time. We do that during the open house. We do that via paperwork. And so once we're already in contract and we've accepted the offer, it's smooth sailing. So good, competent agents will do it, and they should advise you ahead of time to do it. So that's and it's unfortunate if that's the situation that happens. Again, it sucks. But also, here's the other thing. Us as agents, we're there to advise. So we can tell you we should do something like this, but ultimately, if your decision is, no, you know what, I don't want to know, I just want to sell the property as is, that's also a different story. And so in some situations, it could, depending on, you know, the property in the house, it might not even be prevent to finding out or getting a pre-inspection report done. And so maybe this is the situation that the agent had brought in. But if you're going for, you know, buyers that have conventional loans, FHAs, always a pre-inspection report should be done. But if you're selling the property, so if I had a client that comes to me and tells me, hey, you know what, I want to sell this property and I just want to sell it as is. No repairs. I haven't lived in the property for over 20 years. It was an investment property. I just want it sold. Please come in, tell me what the price I can get for it, and just sell it cash or whatever as soon as possible. That would be one of the very few situations where I would still talk to my client and ask them, well, do you want to do a pre-inspection report? Because just in case something comes up, we want to know about it. But if the client's just, no, I just want it sold as is, I don't care if, you know, they find stuff later, it's on them. Those are situations where we're looking at investor offers. You're going to get a little bit less than what you typically would get if you're selling in the open market to just about anybody. But if you're looking for just straight cash, 7-day close, and don't want to deal with inspections, don't want to deal with any appraisals, don't want to deal with anything else, then that, you know, it saves you the, you know, I've seen inspections go from the low $200 to the high even $1,200. So it just depends on who you're hiring as an inspector, but it could save you that little bit of change if you're selling the property as is, and everybody knows whoever's putting the offer, guess what? We're not, and that's what I would do. I would talk to every interested party who wants to buy the property. Guess what? We are selling it as is. We're not carrying, you can do the inspections during our inspection period, but we're not changing the price at all from here on out. So it's, you're taking it as is, you know, you're taking the risk, and that's why, you know, some buyers who have cash to be able to purchase an investment property to either flip or, you know, maybe build their own dream home, they are taking that risk. So that would be one of the few and very rare times where I wouldn't push too hard for a seller to get an inspection report, but I would still come in and advise for it. So hopefully that helped, Craig. Let me see, do I have any questions right now? Term inspections from, okay. Yeah, I mean, Cody, free termite inspections from Spartan Termites. I guess you're getting a shout out to Spartan Termites. It's great. There are a lot of termite companies, and some inspectors, they'll do it at a reduced price. Definitely termite companies, they'll come and do the inspections for termite inspections for free for the most part. Some of them do charge, but not all of them. So it just depends on, you know, whether they're having a deal or not. So I don't see any other questions or anything else. Hope everybody's enjoying this Monday. I was hoping to do this video a little bit earlier, but just had a lot of meetings, had to go to the office back and forth twice today, and so it's been a little hectic Monday for me. But hopefully, Craig, that answers your question. If you have any other questions or you need anything from me, feel free to reach out. You can always IM me or message me on my page, message me on Facebook. There's plenty of other means, or you can go to calibearhomes.com. I'll answer your emails from there as well. So anybody else? Oh, yeah, thanks, Cody. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you have a wonderful night. Take care, and I'll do another post. I want to say I'll probably do a post this Tuesday or tomorrow. And that way I can give it more time, and then I'll answer most of the questions more likely on Thursday or Friday. So watch out for that video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this beginning of the week, and hope you guys have a great rest of the week. Take care.